live now.
Yeah. All right. Hi, guys.
Hey, everybody. This is Fab and Clinton with Team Haig, and today we have Aaron Borsch with Core Inspections. Aaron.
Hi. Hey, guys. How you guys doing there?
We thought today we'd go over some questions with you and just how your business with home inspections, how that's going, and just see what your view is right now.
Yeah, no, good question. I must say these sort of meetings is very weird. I'm not quite sure where to stare at on my phone right now, but I'm trying to get used to them still, right? So, but yeah, inspections are still going. A lot of inspectors have obviously taken some special precautions with inspections now, just considering the environment out there. Different people are doing different things, but there's still inspections happening. Not as many as there used to be, say about 3 weeks ago or so, but yeah, I'm still getting out there and working and stuff too.
All right, cool. So you mentioned some protocols and stuff that have changed. What have you put into place in your business that, protects you, the public, and the homeowner, stuff like that?
Yeah, good question. So just with this whole thing where everyone's trying to keep distance and such too, I think the most drastic change I've been asking clients and agents and such too is actually to give me space when I'm doing the inspection. So typically what I used to do is near the end of the inspection, I would invite people to come in so I can recap the inspection, explain to my client about the property and answer questions. But with the environment now, I'm actually asking people politely if they could just give me leave by not coming to the property, have no one in the property but myself while I do the inspection. That way everyone has some distance. And then I give people 1 of 3 options if they want to recap the inspection at the end verbally, is I can either call them after the inspection over the phone and explain it verbally. They can meet me in front of the property where we can stand at a distance and I can explain about the inspection while standing outside, so still no one's going inside. Or the third option, which has been popular, is actually do a video chat at the end of the inspection, and that way I can walk through the property and show people where things are and explain them too. That seems to be the most popular option. Further with that, obviously we're wearing more personal protective equipment and such too. So right now for me, it's masks and gloves. After we touch areas, we're wiping them down with some sort of disinfectant or something too. So things like faucet handles, those sort of areas as well. And all that personal protective equipment gets used once. So I don't take them from property to property. They get used for that property and then they're all disposed of. And then there's a new set of personal protective equipment that's used for each property and such.
Well, that's great.
So I guess it's helpful if the homeowner has previously, set everything up so it's easy. You don't have to touch as little as possible if access is clear and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I am asking if they want to turn on all the lights before I get there, because typically I will turn on all the lights and such too. But if I do it all beforehand, it just minimizes me contacting anything. Now, obviously with inspections, there's going to be some touching required. It's kind of hard to conduct an inspection without touching anything. But obviously I want to minimize as much as possible. So after I'm done a property, I try to let people understand that normally I shut off all the lights and such too, but some of these things are going to be left on because I don't want to keep in contact with these surfaces all the time.
Yeah, right on. Okay, awesome. One thing I thought of, have you, or has anyone requested of you to do like pre-inspections lately? Have you been doing that so that maybe the seller can share that with any potential buyers to limit the amount of people going in homes?
Yeah, actually, funnily enough, I do have one coming up come Friday, actually, too, as well, at a townhouse over in Surrey and stuff, too. So pre-inspections, they've never been as popular as regular inspections, but I think they're a useful tool, especially in different kind of markets where client or seller get an inspector to come in and just assess the property for them prior to actually putting it fully on MLS and listing it completely. And it really discloses some of the some things that they may have to fix or attend to, or at least declare. And my perspective for pre-inspection has always been that during that process, a seller has 1 or 2 options. They can fix those options, or at least let any potential buyer know. So at least everyone's on the same page as when an offer is made. They understand that what they're offering for, rather than having to go back, again and start renegotiating a contract because something is amiss and such too as well. So for me, it's all about full disclosure about the situation.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So they they're still happening. They're not as often, but they people do get them, and I think those that do get them find them useful. So it's something I would implore people to consider as well.
Perfect. Thanks. Was
there anything else that you see out there that you maybe want to let people know about your business and what you're seeing if they are looking for a home to anything advice you would give?
I think right now for inspections, like as inspectors are always at the end of a transaction, right? I mean, a lot of times when you're looking for a home, it starts usually 2 weeks, 3 weeks beforehand. And you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of what I see for things, right? So the fact that inspections are still happening, I see things still closing when people are still out there looking. I think everyone just, because the whole situation, does need to be aware of just trying their best to stay away from people and stuff too, and still try to do that. But I understand that people still need to find places to live, right? I mean, this is where my job kind of comes in, is I want to make sure people have places to live that are to their fitting and they know what they're getting into, right? So I don't know. My advice really is you can still do what you need to do, but just take precaution, right? I mean, we're there as inspectors to try to help you ascertain. If you can stay away from the property, please do. If you have to take measurements, which has happened to where clients want to take measurements, which means they got to go into the property, try to do it one at a time, right? Like, don't have yourself, the inspector there and the realtor there and everyone, the seller there all at the same time. That way everyone has some distance and stuff too, right? So I think in this situation, everyone kind of does their part a little bit and everyone's going to get out of it okay, right? So.
Yeah. No, that's great. On my end, that's kind of what I had for you. I'm glad to hear that you're still out there working and that at least we can give some confidence to people that are looking, that thought, well, maybe I should stop looking because I can't get an inspection or I can't do this. At least they know that they can. So I think that's great. Clinton, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, no, that's basically it. I mean, we just want everyone to know that if you're in a situation where you need to buy or sell right now, or you want to buy or sell, that so far on our end, and it seems like on Aaron's end as well, everything is still possible and people are here to help. We've just changed how we're doing things and we're trying to make sure that everybody's safe, everyone involved, right?
Awesome. Thanks so much, Aaron, for being with us. We really appreciate it. Taking your time out.
All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks,
buddy.
Thanks. All right. Take care. Thanks. Bye.